hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
To throw it is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 54 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a carry for Sanders, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Wentz now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. He's
On first down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go, go. 53 at the mark. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Let's go, let's go. 300. And we got Mike, number 53.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Mike, 53. 53. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 99 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz again. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 27, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Not here.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 4.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins now. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 74. It's now third down.
54. Mike 50. Watch the play.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the play.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too.
As Sanders has it poked free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On second down, Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 72 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little.
Alshon Jeffrey. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the
Stephon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got it. Alert flare.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Wentz now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit.
Wentz now to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Hey, Charlie.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
General West.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Let him know. Check.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Squeeze, double up. Mike, 53.
300.
Mike.
All right, now it's done.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Don't be mad.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Elliott puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On third down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Right here.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 31, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just where you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this old line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
And here's another interception in this first quarter. Picked off at the 16, and he will score. Touchdown,
they tripping. I don't care. Come on. That's why I left.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Why didn't they throw the ball on that screen? Sure.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about it. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Focus, defense, focus.
Alright.
Dalton sets up play action. Got his man. It's Eifert. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final.
Yeah, man. Hell no, we don't keep playing. This is my last game before I gotta go to work.
For the second quarter from Cincinnati, it's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
61, match box, right.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
No. You better hit it.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
I don't know, bro. I don't think you would keep up with Philly, bro, if I had Philly. You a Bucks fan?
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the
I'm going to add you. We can play tomorrow. I just got to go to work in the morning.
A little bit, force the field goal.
Yeah, we can definitely get in there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they?
No, sir, buddy.
2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a loss of 2 there.
Well, you better not let me get 17 by halftime.
First play of the drive goes the wrong
That's all I
way.
know.
Here's 2nd and 12.
57's right. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
And that'll be incomplete.
Boy, you about to let me come back. You keep acting like that.
Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
All right,
So now
don't
it's
act
3rd and
foolish.
long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Perfect.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for
Bro.
Evans.
Stop playing with me. Ooh, good catch.
Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was supposed to be picked up.
It's a big
Good
play.
catch.
Winston to Evans, 47 yards. So the big
definitely
play
trying to
gets
let
him
me come
across
back.
midfield now for 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10.
What's up?
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the
Watch,
game
you can get
moves
like
on,
30.
and they can run it back inside
13.
later.
That's a long play.
Mike 57. I'm coming.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, so it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
What up? How you gonna act?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
How How you like, Daniel?
Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Mike, 57. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Oh my God, you done
57
fucked
for
me
Mike,
up.
watch 57. Let me go.
On third down, here's Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Look at that. Stop playing with me, bro. I told you the first one's supposed to be picked.
Picked off by
I ain't no slouch.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Throwing, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this out past the 25.
How you really gonna act,
pick
bro?
up there, 26 yards.
That's all I want to
This
know.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Just that one question.
And Dalton to throw.
How you gonna act,
This
bro?
is taken in. It's complete.
I asked you how you gonna
Past
act.
the 20.
Let's go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second.
Chop it
They still
down.
need to regroup.
They wanted me to
still need
concede.
end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
No, nobody. Come here.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy.
Nah, I'm an Eagles fan, bro. You see my game
At
attack?
the 23-yard line.
Nah, I just, I rock with them on the game. They alright.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play,
You running.
go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did
That was
well
pick.
there.
I lost the
Perfectly
target.
executed crossing route.
You trying to let me come
quickly
back.
all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I ain't tripping.
Get that ball. Back. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 59. I'm coming.
From the gun, Winston.
Yeah, bro. Stop playing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
I told you, let me get 17 by half
with
from
just over
trouble.
40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
They're going to ask you, do you want to concede in the second?
7 seconds to play in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack. As
Oh, yeah, no running back action here, bro.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now to punt for the Bucs on 4th down. taken from just outside the 30.
Oh, I thought you was going to come in.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Guess I ain't going to get 17.
Shaquille Barrett.
Sheesh.
Sacked by his name in the stat sheet. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
That's where the comeback happened.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's the play right here.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
Come on, James. You know you weren't supposed to have that ball. Yeah, I told you.
I
told you.
Field position coming up in the red zone at the second.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it.
Oh, we're on YouTube right now, too, bro.
Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards.
Bro, I forgot they got Joe Mixon.
Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That was
Call
cat.
that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be third down. He's got his man, Boyd. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's like, oh, yeah, I know you're about to do a slant.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Let's go.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Trying to atone for it here on this drive. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Ready, black 25. Tommy.
Winston now from the 50. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here you go.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jameis to throw it.
No.
Jones. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught by Evans.
Let's go.
Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in this phase, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart a zone defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This the play right here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, yes, sir.
Play action here with Dalton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
You like to go back to the right and all that.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready? Here we go, D.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I was about to get burnt. Not like that.
Ready?
Sheesh.
Here we go.
Wait.
See, here you go, doing that bullshit.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Winston on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dare Ogunbowale, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return
like
here.
To give me a hug, so I guess I'll just run
at
to
the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
For I only wanted 5 yards. I don't know what he was doing.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run. This is Bernard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Even. Kill. Turn up. Easy.
Well, I got one. I don't care. You got the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Come on. Sunday.
Straight up the middle.
He gives it up. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And here come the whistles and a timeout. With 7
you look like you want to
seconds
score,
left.
so let's see. Let's just see. Goodness gracious. Man, they take no slack.
They come out here in the eye. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Hey, yo, you trying to let me edge you? We can get it in tomorrow.
Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones.
Say what?
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah.
And following the touchdown now, it's
I'll take you seriously, though. I'm just playing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
GG.